I want to first and foremost apologize for the most obnoxious clickbait title. When I was coming up with content ideas, I was like, what is the dumbest, most clickbaity title I can think of? I want to end the year with the most saccharine clickbait I can muster. So whatever I landed on obviously worked, because here you are. Thanks for clicking on this video. So in order to roll into 2022 with some semblance of dignity, I have come up with a couple of New Year's resolutions that I want to share with you guys. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you to you guys. Thank you to all my subscribers and to all the people who regularly view my channel. Starting a YouTube channel this year has been such a bright spot in a very, very difficult year for me. And you guys just make it so much better. I just want to say the community that this channel has created and the positivity that you guys just kind of foster in the comments. I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful ending this year, having made it this far on YouTube and having gotten to know a lot of you through comments and Instagram. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. So let's get into probably the greatest cycling New Year's resolutions in all of cycling YouTube. I'm just gonna throw down and say it. It's probably the best of all of them. All right. So what are my New Year's resolutions? If you guys have been following my channel, a lot of you might know that I spent 7 months in physical therapy this year. I ended up with 2 injuries when I was training/overtraining for a race earlier in the year. I ended up with IT band syndrome and I tore my hamstring really, really badly. And it took like 6 months to heal. It was awful. So next year is a year of fitness goals. I have finally gotten to the point in my recovery where I can work out the way that I could before I was injured. So my first goal is to do a century. The last time that I did a century was one of the most difficult physical endeavors that I've ever undertaken. I also did it when I was mildly hungover. I would not recommend doing a century hungover. It was awful. Don't do that. In 2022, I'm going to do a century and I'm going to do it not hungover and also with proper nutrition. Makes a lot of difference, apparently. So my next New Year's resolution is also a fitness resolution, and it's that I want to do at least one race. Also by race, I mean like a bike packing gravel race, not like a road bike race. I don't have a road bike. Now, I don't want to win a race. I don't care about winning. I just want to participate and meet a lot of cool bike people and push myself to get better and faster with every ride. I still have never done a race before, and I really, really want to. I find it to be a lot easier to keep with my fitness regimen if I have a goal to work towards. So I know that doing a gravel race, or at least signing up for one, would do 2 things. One, keep me on my toes and keep me motivated to keep working, and also fulfill a goal that I've always wanted to do. I will probably sign up for one in March, TBD. So yeah, I want to do a race this year. Maybe more than one. We shall see. My next New Year's resolution is more of a tangible one than something that's a little bit more abstract or a goal, and that is doing dry January. And if you guys don't know what dry January is, it means that you abstain from alcohol for the entire month of January. There's also an equivalent in October called Sobertober. I'm sure there are other months where people do like sober months, but anyway, dry January is a thing, and I generally do it every year. I enjoy drinking in moderation. I love a good cocktail. I love a good beer, a good glass of wine. However, for whatever reason, between November, when my birthday is, and then there's Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and then through New Year's, my drinking intake just goes up and up and up through the holidays. And I always feel like by the time I arrive to January 1st, I'm like, man, I need like a reset and I need to stop drinking so much. So typically every year I do dry January and it always feels great. Though I will say last year was more like damp January. Like didn't drink most days, but there were a couple of weekends where I might have indulged a little bit too much. 2020 was a shitty year, y'all. But this year, I am dedicated to dry January. You heard it here first, people. And part of the reason I want to do this is because I think drinking less alcohol and consuming less alcoholic calories will help me reach some of the fitness goals that I want to attain early in the year. So yeah, dry January. It's going to happen. It's going to probably be fine. My last New Year's resolution is that I want to improve my YouTube videos. I have learned so much about editing and about cinematography and about what it means to create good content on YouTube. And it's way harder than it looks. It is not easy. I also have zero background in cinematography. I have zero background in film or any kind of media. I am getting my PhD in literature, which is about as useful as it sounds. And so I've really taught myself everything, and I have a very, very limited budget. I've got a GoPro and my phone camera, and that's just about it. So in 2022, I really just want to start making better content, more high quality content. So I'm not exactly sure what that will look like, but I would like to experiment a little bit more with content other than just me sitting at my desk in front of this GoPro and talking into a microphone. So if you guys have suggestions on content that you want to see, on different kinds of things that you think that I could do, or if you have suggestions on gear or something that you think might be useful, let me know in the comments below. All right, y'all, that's the video. This is the last video of 2021. Oh my God, let's just get through these last few days of the year. I am ready. I am ready for 2021 to end. Also, before you go, what are y'all's New Year's resolutions? Do you have some cycling goals that you want to hit this year? If you do, I want to know about them. Let me know in the comments below. All right, I am out. Happy New Year, everyone. And I will see you guys in January.